Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Roblox. My name is Kitty Chu and today I will be talking about a very important update that Splash has made. So let's get right into the video, shall we? The new clubs update has everyone excited, mainly because everyone gets to create their own club and everyone gets to visit their friends' clubs and other people's clubs just to see how creative people really are. And that's an important thing I want to get to the point in today's video. This is mainly about being creative and using your own imagination. Yes, you can take advice from other people, you can take inspiration from other people, but this is mainly about you. What do you like? How are you creative in your own way? And that's what I'm certain that a lot of people fear. A lot of people fear that they're not being creative enough, they're not using their own creativity enough to be as good as someone else that they look up to. But that isn't the important thing about this. The important thing is about you. How do you like your look? How do you want everything to look? It's all about your style, it's all about your creativity. And to be honest, it really shouldn't matter what other people think of you. I know it's really difficult not to let words consume your thoughts and not to let someone judge you by who they think you might be. But you shouldn't let that happen. You shouldn't let someone judge you for who they think that you are. You should judge yourself by who you think you are. Who do you want to be? Who are you? I wanted to make this video so that way I can give you guys my advice on how to manage your club. How to let yourself be the one in control of your own club. Club management is what I'm trying to get through this video. But just remember, this is only my advice. You can take advice from any other person. I'm just giving my own advice to somewhat help you through your journey with creating your own club. The first part of my advice that I want to give you is how to build your club. So everyone starts off with the base. No one has their club looking like this, alright? No one has stuff already made. You have to make it yourself. For example, everyone starts off with the base, like I said. It's all just gray walls everywhere. Everything is gray. There's no interior decoration or whatever. So what I want to tell you is how to get started on a color scheme. Take your avatar for example. Look at Kitty. She has a bunch of purples, a bunch of pinks, perhaps a little bit of blue right there, blacks, and whites. So that's her color scheme. So you kind of want to match her colors with anything around you. That would be good just to match your avatar, just to make sure that it's your club and not someone else's, obviously. So you want to get like some purples, some blacks, some blues perhaps, and some whites, because that's Kitty Chu's color scheme. Those are her colors. Your avatar colors are a good example of starting your color scheme. So what you want to do is start with the main room first. You want to start with the walls, because there are a bunch of materials that can perhaps match your color scheme or whatever. You would have to find the right pattern, the right colors for your club. And I chose this cute little carpet pattern. It's got a purple, I think, and then this is like a really dark blue, I think, but it looks black and it's still very perfect for the club's theme and all that. So you want to get started with the walls, because the walls are very easy to start with. You can just pick any sort of design you want. You can even choose a flat color. I personally did not choose a flat color because I like stuff with design, because that makes it pop a little bit. That makes your place look so pretty, I guess you could say. So I picked something with this design. But if you choose a flat color, like for example, you can go here and you could look in walls. You have different options to look into. I chose carpet and it is this one, E07. This is for my wall. See, you can see it's like a bit of dark blue, green, or whatever, and purple. But here it looks black because of how dark my club kind of looks. But it's good. It looks really nice, and it really makes Kitty's colors pop. So you want to find something like that. So there's different options here. There's a lot of options you can choose from, and a lot of different colors. So if you were going with a flat color, like one of these, or perhaps one in palettes, like something from here, you could make your own design. So you would have to get something in here, something in decorate. You would have to find something in building. So like these are all different sort of shapes and parts, and you can kind of mess around with that and make different little designs that can kind of make your walls pop and make it look nice. See, I decorated mine with neon rings. These are what I decorated my walls with. You can do that too. The bubble looking stuff isn't my idea. I've kind of referenced it off of a few clubs that I've seen that have beautiful bubble ring decorations. So I had done that, and I matched the colors to like purple and pink because those are a part of Kitty Chew's color scheme. So I made that. So yeah, you can look through all of these shapes, all of these different parts, and that could really make your wall pop if you really want to decorate it with flat color. But you can always look into the different materials that they got. You can look into the different colors. Just choose something that fits your color scheme. That's the main thing. You want something that'll fit your color scheme. So the next thing that I'm going to talk to you guys about is the floors. So of course the walls and the floors and the ceiling and the stage all have the same materials. So after you're done with the walls, you want to start with the floor in this main area first, of course. So I chose, see, look, this is it. P11 was my floor. So it kind of looks good with the walls. Like you can see that it kind of makes each other pop out a bit. And that's what I really like. That's what you kind of want. You want something that'll look pleasing to the eye, I guess you could say. So yeah, once you figured out your floor, you can choose from any materials. They're all the same. All of these they have the same materials. So once you're done with the floor, you can move on to the ceiling. I just did mine a flat purple because to be honest, no one really pays attention to the ceiling, but it'll be good if you look up one day and you see some sort of design on the ceiling. But with my club, I didn't want that. You can do your own thing, of course. Everyone has their own preferences. You do you. This is just what I did. I just did a flat color purple. So yeah. And then the next thing you want to do is color your stage. Again, it's a flat purple. It's a lighter purple than the ceiling because I wanted it to kind of pop, I guess, if that's the word I've been using all this time. Pop. You want something that'll make it pop. You want something that'll make it stand out and look pleasing to the eye, of course. The next thing is your sky. So in the blue room and the green room over there, this is where you can see your sky because you have this giant window right here where you can look out and see whatever is outside. So my sky is this one, and I chose it because if you look at Kitty's hair, it's galaxy. It's galaxy hair, and the original item is called Amazing Space Hair, so that's what I got. But I thought it looked really nice with my club, so I took this. And as you can see, the whole sky looks pleasing to the eye. It fits the color scheme, of course. Again, if you're gonna choose a sky, you still want it to fit your color scheme. Okay, so that's what I did. Of course, you don't have to have a galaxy color. Or a galaxy wallpaper, whatever. There's a lot of different options here. Look, there's even a snow one that looks pretty cool. So that's what you want first. You want your walls done first, your floor, your ceiling, and then your sky. And your stage, of course. You want your stage done too. And that's what I'll be talking about next, the decor. Before I start sharing with you guys all the interior decorating, I just want to get this out of the way first. You will have to start your designs out here too. So this is the spawn area, or the room that everyone starts off in. So you want to have a little thing going. How do you want your people to enter your place? How do you want them to see what they're in for once they step foot into your club? So what I did was I made everything look like it's outside, because I wanted the main area to be the inside. Everything in there is the inside. So this is on the outside. So as you can see, I put little bricks down here at the bottom, and I think these are tiles or bricks too. I put them here in the walls to make this area look like it's actually outside. I know these parts don't really look like it's outside. That's what I was going for. If you want your thing to be outside, you can look for bricks, you can look for marble, metal, nature perhaps. This is the floors that I used in the same tab in the floors. These are my walls, T44. That's what I used for my walls. They were in tiles. So there, you can make everything look like it's outside, or you can get straight to the point and make this like the entranceway. Like perhaps make a door right here and call it the exit, or something like that. Just like do anything you want with this spawn area, because there's literally so much you can do with how you want your people to enter your club. The next thing you want to do is start with this room, because once you start your club, this will be the first room that you're gonna probably get, because it's a cheaper room than that one. So once you go in this room, I believe they called it the blue room. So this is what I did. Since this was called the blue room, I put a blue carpet and a blue ceiling, but kept the color scheme in these walls. But the walls a lighter pink than what the purple is. So that way, these are separate rooms. You can tell these rooms apart from the floor and the ceiling. So the ceiling is like a sky blue. It's right there. I used blue number 1. So that is what the ceiling is. And then for the floor, I used another carpet. And this is my floor, so it is in carpets. It's E number 8. And it's like, if you look at it closely, it's like a blue. And it has like little bits of gold around it, I think, but it looks really nice and it makes this place look very comfortable, and that's why I like it. So the next thing is this room, which I believe it was called the green room. So what I did for the green room was I made the carpet as like this green carpet that you see here. And then at the ceiling, you kind of probably think it's like a teal or a cyan, perhaps. It is a green. So this is what it looks like with my club. Because of the colors and everything, it makes it look a bit lighter and more tealish. But one person came in here and looked at the ceiling and they were asking, well, why is this the green room? Because I said the ceiling and the floor are both green. And then they looked up at the ceiling and they said, that looks more like a cyan. I was like, okay. But no, this is a green because as you can see right here, this is proof that that is a green color. So this is what I did for the green room. You guys do not have to do the same thing that I did. You can always do your own thing. Like I said before, this is about your own creativity, your own imagination, so you can do whatever you want with all these rooms and stuff. And even the entranceway. You can do whatever you want. This is all your place. This is your stuff. You do whatever you want. You have the power to manage your own club, and I'm only giving my advice. Okay? So now we will be moving on to interior decorating, the decor, the interior design. So the thing that I did first was I actually placed down this dance floor first. It was not really anything at first, it was just placing down a dance floor, and that was basically the first thing that I did. Then I actually went to this one, this little balcony up here. And this is all in structure. So when you go into the decorate tab, you go all the way down and you go find structures. So you'll see all of these parts that you would normally see in a natural club venue in Splash. This is what that balcony is. It's called the Bundle Lux. And then I used dance floor 1 as this dance floor. That's basically what that is. And then after that, I moved on to this one. This is actually the half deluxe balcony, and this is what I did with it. So I placed it here on the wall because that's what you do first. You place it wherever you want, and it has to be sticking to the wall. I used this neon ladder, and there is an option to recolor it. So if you go here, this is what you'll see when you click on any item that you want to recolor. So this is what you're going to do. This is what I did, and these have two color options. So this is for the neon, and this is for the outside, this part, the pink, the very pink part. So that's what I did for this little balcony here, and then I added this little fence here. So this didn't come with it, of course. Then the next thing that I did was I elevated this dance floor. It's just this dance floor actually. And I elevated it on top of this cylinder and I colored it purple. I just had the idea from, I actually seen something like this, something similar to this. I thought, hey, I could try this, like I should try to add this in my club because I think it'll actually look nice. I put this here and then I added these stairs and then I added this dance floor. This is how it came out, and I was actually really pleased with it. Now you must remember that you still have to do this all in your own way. This is all I did. You kind of want to start with the base first and then work your way all up. So that's what I did. I started with a base, which is this dance floor, and then I worked all around it. And this is how it all turned out. Now you gotta do this in your own style. As I keep saying, this is all about your creativity, and this is all about you and your imagination. You can reference anything that I have in here. I honestly don't mind. You can do it if you think that's what you're gonna add in your club. But do not do it to where it looks like you actually copied me. Like, because you don't want to be seen as copying. You kind of want to just see as, oh, I just referenced this, I got inspiration from you, so I'm gonna do that too. But don't actually copy it, you know what I mean? Like, make it in your own style still. And that's what I believe this whole update is about, is making stuff in your own style. Do it in your own way. You can reference anyone, you can get inspiration from anyone, but please don't copy, because it's not good if you like heavily copy someone's work, because that was their thing. You need to find your own thing. Then you can also add anything you want. Like, for example, I started this second structural balcony. What I planned on doing was making this bridgeway and having it connect to another balcony, which I did make. However, it looked a lot different in my imagination because I planned it differently. It all ended up the same way. So what I did was I took shapes, which is in building. I took a few shapes and made this part, this little tube part. It was like supposed to be for a base. And then I made this whole flat rectangle straight, and it was right on that square right there. So then I took a lot of other flat rectangles and aligned them in a certain way that makes it look like a little bridge, a little walkway. I added stairs on this so that way it can look like you're actually walking up onto this little walkway. And then I put this little balcony area where this connects right here. And yeah, I just decorated it with everything that I could think of. Now you can make whatever you want. Something like this, you could make it. Just, of course, don't copy me. You can reference it, you can have inspiration, but don't like heavily reference it. Make it in your own style, of course. Just get creative with all your builds. Try to work on your structures. If you can't make anything as detailed as this, that's perfectly fine. Just make your club the way you want it to look, the way you think you are going to make it look, the way your creativity wants it to look. Just go with your mind, go with your creativity, go with your imagination, and then you can make something like this. Trust me, if you really believe in yourself, you can make something amazing. With this other structure, I made this all last, so this doesn't really matter. I just kind of got inspired from Bunny's club. So Bunny, the celebrity, he had something like this that was like a little light post. So I kind of got inspiration from that, and I made it in my own little style. And yeah, it actually looks pretty fitting for this dance floor. So that's basically what it is. After you make all that stuff, you move on to your structures and you can build whatever you want. And then the final thing would be to decorate everything. That's why I put that last. Decoration is always last because you want to set things up after you've built the main part, because if you kind of decorated before all of that, you might get something a bit off. I suggest that you decorate everything last, like you put your interior decorations last, because you want to get the main stuff done first. And you could go all out with all your decorating like I did. Look, I put pictures everywhere in this room, and I just had the idea to make them images of people in the community and my bestest friend. You could go all out with your decorations like I did. This is my advice on club building. So now I will talk to you about actual club management, like how to get people to come into your club and how to earn money from your club and just like the importance like that. So after you think your club is done with all the decorations, all the structures, all of the walls are beautiful and nice, and you've got your whole color scheme down. Well, this is a question that I get asked a lot from people who enter my club. I get questions like, how did you make your club so popular? How are you so good at building? How can I get people to join my club? Those are the frequent questions that I've been asked many, many times, and I respond with the same answer. The answer is, I don't. I don't get anyone to join my club. I'm not good at building. I don't beg for anyone to come into my club, because the only thing that I do, I just promote my club. I send it in the Splash Discord server. I share it. I share the code and everything, and I even sent pictures. And I just don't ask anymore. That's basically all I did. I basically just wait for people to join. I don't like wait and expect people to join right away. I hang out here a lot. I hang out in my club a lot. I play music to myself, and I just sit and think. And then suddenly, two friends join. We greet each other, we say hi, and then all of a sudden, people pop up out of nowhere. Like a whole ocean of people just flood in. I'm flattered, but at the same time, I'm a little confused, because at one point there was no one, literally no one but me, and then all of a sudden people come flooding in. I'm very grateful for that, I am, but it's just random, it feels like. Like, I don't ask anyone, I don't beg. Because begging isn't something you want to do if you're going to try to get people in your club, because that'll make them not interested if you keep on asking repetitively, and no one's really going to want to accept the invitation. So I guess what you want to do is have a couple of friends over. Maybe tell them, hey, I have my club open, do you want to go check it out? If they say yes, then awesome. There will be times where some people actually do say no because they either can't or they don't want to at the time. So just don't be upset about that, because I know it kind of feels bad that they said no. But it's their decision. They can choose whether they want to or not. You don't force them, because that can lose a bunch of friendships, and that can lose your whole reputation and stuff like that. And you just don't want to do that. So don't beg, don't ask repetitively, and don't be upset that some people might have said no. So the main thing on how to get people to join your club is to just have a couple of people in it. Because as soon as there are 3 people in a club, that's when it shows up on the Discover page. And I can show you that real quick. So this is your normal homepage. You can't see it because my screen recorder isn't stretched that far enough. But over here in the right hand corner, in the upright corner, will be like a little globe thingy with a magnifying glass. I can also pull up the phone app because it's right here. This is what it looks like. It's the same button. It'll take you to the same page. If you click on it, you get this page open. This is the Discover page, and these are all the popular clubs that people have made. And you can click See All to see all of the clubs that are featured on here. So as you can see, there are 3 people in these. That's how many people it takes to get on the Discover page. And then once you're on the Discover page, people can easily see your club and they can join if they want to or not. So it's all up to them. but don't be upset if not a lot of people come at the first time, because that's how it is. No one came the first time that I opened my club. I was kind of upset, yes, because it was just a natural feeling, but people will come eventually. Just it takes time. Just give it time. And over here you'll still see the actual venues that Splash has made themselves. These will always be here, I'm sure. So yeah, this is the Discover page, and when you go here to the people icon, these are your friends. So you can see whoever's on, and if you'd like to join them, you can. And you can go to this little time thingy, and you'll see all the recent clubs that you've been to. I've been to a lot because I like visiting clubs. I like to see people's creativity and imaginations all coming to life. So, and these are most of my friends' clubs, and I'm actually very proud of them. So that's how you get featured on the Discover page. Now if you're running out of coins and you need some quick to finish something that you need to finish in your club, just to get that out of the way, like the final touches, you can ask people if they have spare change to lend. But when you keep asking repetitively, it will seem like you're being a bit greedy. I've seen so many people do it. I've seen so many people ask, please, I need coins so I can finish my club. Yes, okay, I get it, but don't ask repetitively. You can ask one person individually if they have any spare change that they can lend to. And if they say yes, then that's perfect. You can have added coins to your coin bank. But don't be greedy. Don't ask for more. Whatever they give you, it should count. The main thing to earn money is by the natural way of Splash, how it's always been: DJ, dance, and now skate. You can skate too in Skate High. I believe that skating gives you a bit more coins than DJing or dancing. The main things that I did was skating and dancing, because they both give good amounts of money. So that's how I earned so much. If I can do that, you guys can too. It's not that hard. You'll earn coins fast if you actually spend your time wisely enough. And I feel like that's what people don't understand. They get lazy and they look at it like, oh, but some people have coins to spare, so I'm going to get some from them. Yeah, don't do that as your main priority, please. Actually work for it, because that's what life is all about. You work for things, you work hard enough, you gain your money, and there, you can get the stuff you need or want. And now for the last things I want to talk about, the building and stuff. If you think that you're not good at making stuff or whatever, it's fine. You don't have to go all out like I did. I just really like to go beyond what I have. I like to go beyond the limits because it's actually fun to do something like that. But see, I have never done anything like what you've seen in there. I've never built anything like that in any game that requires creative minds and building and stuff like that. I was actually really surprised when I was capable of that. At first, I didn't think that I would be capable of doing something like that. But once I actually did it, it came out perfect. It came out amazing. So what I'm trying to get here is that Even if you think you're not going to be able to accomplish your goals, at least try it. At least work your way up to it. And if you think it's kind of failing, then okay, you can try to give it a rest and perhaps try it later if you still want to do it. Do not give up as soon as you start building whatever you're trying to build. At least keep going until you think it's actually getting somewhere, and continue on from that. Don't actually let your negativity get the best of you, because you want your club to be happy. You want people to come, and that is your main priority. So keep thinking up to that. Think, oh, if I can get this done, I will be able to have a good club like I've always wanted. And just keep thinking that way. Keep thinking positive. Do not let that negativity get the best of you, because as soon as you start, you will start to think, should I really be doing this? And if you choose yes, that will be the big accomplishment that you'll ever make. If you continue on doing what you really love, then keep doing it, okay? Always have a positive mindset. Do not think, oh, that person is so much better at creating things than I am. Do not compare yourself to others, because you do know what you are capable of if you just try it. Comparing yourself to others shouldn't be your mindset, because it can keep bringing you down if you actually want to try something you're really interested in. Comparing yourself to others, saying, oh, they're better than I am at this, I'm not very good at doing this than they are. Don't do that, because you can get yourself caught in a bind, and you might not be able to try the things that you've really wanted to try, and you'll just let your negativity get to you. Please don't do that. I know you're creative in your own way, just like I am. We're all creative in our own way. We just have to really push ourselves to doing what we dreamed of doing in that particular moment. We're all capable of achieving what we want to achieve. You just have to make it happen, because it's not going to do itself. You have to make it happen. And that's the main thing that I want to get through to you. We all are different, and we all are perfect in our own ways. Don't ever doubt yourself of your capabilities, because you might surprise yourself in a way that you didn't think you would. So keep doing it. Do your best, because that's the main thing that you need. Do your best to achieve what you want done. And that's what I feel that this new update can possibly open people's eyes to their own creativity that they didn't even think that they were capable of achieving. Again, we are all creative and imaginative in our own way. I want you to make that happen. I want you to show your creativity through this new update. Through this new club's update, create the club that you want. Create the club that fits you personally. Create the club that says you. Because you can achieve whatever you dreamed of achieving. Just put your mind to it and do it. Anyone can make their own clubs. Just follow my advice and have that mindset that you will get people to join, that you'll be so happy that people are going to figure out about your club. And popularity doesn't matter all that much. Popularity is nice. It's good to be recognized. But once people keep showing that sort of attention to you, it could potentially get a bit old. Just make this club for you specifically. If you're going to enjoy it, then other people will too. Don't focus on them first. Focus on you. Focus on what you want. I sincerely hope that I give you a little bit of inspiration, and I hope that you can take my advice and understand where I'm trying to get at. Just make your club in the way that you want it to be, and make it all about you. Don't focus on anyone else. Focus on yourself first. Make sure you're happy with it before anyone else can be happy with it. Because in the end, you're always going to be the one that's going to enjoy it. But I guess that will be all for my advice. If you have any other comments or questions, please tell me in the comments. I'd love to read them. I read every comment that is commented, obviously. Leave your comments, your concerns, your questions down in there so that way I can read it and respond with my honest opinion and honest advice. This is all just my advice on how I want to help you with your club and help you build it and manage it. So please consider taking my advice and do whatever you want with your club. It's yours and you own it. Just make it yours. Make it happen. Don't be afraid. Everyone is creative in their own way. Just like you, and just like me. We are both creative in our own way. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I hope you took my advice into consideration, and I hope you understood what I was trying to get at. Because I tried to explain the best I could with my advice. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked this video, then please leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And make sure to click that bell to stay notified of when I make a new video. And I will see you all later. I really hope you took my advice. Again, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye-bye!